In today's video, we are going to look at some questions that you can ask your interviewers during your nursing interview. Yes, you are at liberty to ask your interviewers questions. Every good interview should end with you giving the opportunity to ask the panelists a question. So if during your nursing interview, the conversation was going well, you answered questions well, intelligently, and the interviewers are impressed by you, most of the time they give you the opportunity to ask them a question or two. And if you are given that opportunity, if they go like, oh, okay, so we are done. Do you have any question for us? That is a light bulb moment indicating that you have done well in your interview. And so the panelists are willing to listen to you to answer a question or two. Now, you have to limit your question to at most two. Two questions. Don't go and ask interviewers 10 questions during your interview, okay? If they give you the opportunity, at most two questions and you're done, okay? So before we go to the questions, you have to be polite and not be demanding or come across as cocky or overconfident. No, you have to be humble because you know our culture now. You are going, oh baby, stop paying asem. So you go with humility. Thank you for this opportunity. Please, I would like to know. Thank you for this opportunity. Please, may I know if da 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 da, or please, may I know how da 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 da. Okay, always give thanks and then go with a mild tone or go with a humble tone. Okay, so that you won't say we are crowd. What I say? All right. Question number one. Please, may I know the average number of candidates you are looking for, or please, how many candidates get admission to your school each year? Or another way of framing this is, what percentage of applicants do you admit to your school each year on average? So if they have an admission average of maybe 60%, 70%, then their admission rate is high, because if 100 people apply to the school and they are able to pick 70, then that is a good indication that your chances are high in that school. And it can also help release some anxiety or some stress. But if you are getting averages like, oh, normally we admit about 20-30%, then you know that school is a high competitive school, okay? So your chances may be looking slim, but that doesn't mean you will not get admission. Like I said already, the fact that they are giving you the opportunity to ask them questions means that your interview is going well, okay? The second question you can ask is, please, if I'm giving admission to your school, how will I be notified of my admission? Will it be by phone call, text message, or by email? So you know how you get your admission message. And this is also a great way of showing the panelists or the interviewers that you are confident that you are an acceptable candidate for their school. So you are confident that they will give you admission. Another question you can ask is, please, when are your interviews going to end? Or what is the closing day for interview? Then you know. Another question I got you can ask during your interview is, how long after interviews do you receive your admission message? Because sometimes you go to the house and you are now stressed and worried that the admission message doesn't come. So they can give you a time frame to allay your anxiety, okay? So please, after interviews, how long does it take for admission messages to go out? Then you know. Another good question you can ask is, please, what advice can you give me to prepare well for my first semester in this school? Again, it's saying that I'm confident that you will give me the opportunity to be admitted in this school. So I want to know how to prepare very, very well for my first semester in your school. Another question you can ask is, please, may I know what resources you have available to support students to excel in your nursing program? So you are coming to that school, you want to know what resources do they have. Do they have libraries? Do they have internet access? Do they have ICT lab? Do they have skills lab to help students excel in their training? And another question you can also ask is, please, do you have enough hostel facilities for students who come from far. You know, accommodation is important. So if you are coming from maybe 2 or 3 regions away and you don't know anybody there, your best hope is to live in the hostel. So is the hostel facility enough for you to get accommodation in that school? So these are some of the questions you can ask. If you are going to ask 2 questions, you can frame it, you can form it together. For example, if I want to ask about how my admission message will be delivered and if there will be hostel facility, I'll say something like, oh, thank you for this opportunity. I have just 2 questions for you. Please, I want to know if I'm accepted for admission. How will I get my admission message? Will it be by phone call, by email, or text message? And my second question is, what is your hostel facility like? Do you have enough hostel facilities for students that are coming from far who want to live in the hostel? Thank you. Then they answer your question. Okay, if you are yet to go for your interview, you don't know what to wear, how to prepare for your interview, I have a whole playlist here for you. Just click on it and look in the playlist and see which video will be beneficial to you. My name is Selase. I'm a registered nurse here in Ghana, and I wish you all the best in your nursing interview. Bye.